perpetrated the abortion that ultimately killed 20-year-old Margaret? We'll never know. And we'll never know what impact, if any, the legal status of her abortion had on the fact that she didn't survive. This is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and today is January 31st. Welcome to the Sisyphean Journal, where we talk about women's abortion deaths and about how they could be prevented. Now, today we're looking at a case where I really don't have a lot of information. All I know is that on January 25th of 1915, Dr. E.M. Ulrich of Brooklyn was summoned to the home of a 20-year-old woman named Margaret, where she lived in Queens, New York. He found her suffering from a high fever. The next day, he consulted with a Dr. Jensen concerning the fever. They concurred and believed that she might be suffering from septicemia. And Dr. Ulrich continued to care for Margaret until her death on January 31st, and he attributed her death to acute septicemia and suppurative peritonitis caused by infection following an abortion. Nobody was ever identified as the responsible party, as far as I can tell. Now, we can speculate about whether she'd have found a more skilled practitioner if abortion had been legal. But if you look at the fact that she died from infection, that's still a common cause of abortion deaths. So it seems like the issue with Margaret was the fact that widespread antibiotics use were still 2 world wars away. And if you look at the chart I'm providing about women who died from abortions, you can see that as antibiotics were introduced, the number of deaths every year really plummeted. Now, for some reason, it kind of leveled off in the 1950s, and I'm not sure why. I think it might have something to do with definitions or data collection methods. Again, at around 1960, still well before abortion was legalized, there's a big drop-off again. And if you look at 1967, when the first states were legalizing abortion on demand, and 1973, when the Roe versus Wade decision struck down every abortion law in the United States, you can see that these changes in abortion's legal status had absolutely zero impact on the number of women dying. What changed about abortion deaths is the quality of aftercare that was available. So Margaret probably was pretty much doomed once the infection took hold, simply because there was no availability of antibiotics. So please join the discussion below and let's talk about it.